Man, I don't know how many more times I can say this, but stop wasting your time with BS diets that have you scared of fruit, unable to eat any kind of carbohydrates ever, or they have you convinced that our ancestors, cavemen, they had it right with their old style of eating. All of those glamorous sounding diets are full of big promises that they do not deliver on. So let me break down the 3 biggest warning signs to look out for so you don't have to go down the road of failing at a diet that was intended to set you up to fail. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Coach Achidi, and I teach busy people how to stop falling for the BS and misinformation of some of these diets that set you up to fail. I've been doing this for over 18 years, and for a majority of you, your struggles are not because you are weak, you are lazy, or just that you lack discipline. For a large portion of you, your struggles are because you're picking plans that are utter garbage. So today we're going to be going over the top 3 warning signs to look out for, because at the end of the video, I'm going to set you up for long-term success with a much more simple game plan on how to approach food and lose weight. Let's start off with your first warning sign, and it's a big one, and it's a diet that demonizes or eliminates an entire food group. Some of the more trendy and popular diets will tell you either all carbs are bad, so don't eat them. Yeah, don't follow that. Or they will say meat is murder. Animals have rights, so don't touch the animals. Only have plants, fruits, vegetables, those kinds of things. Or you're going to hear the opposite of that. You're going to hear plants will mess up your inside. Plants are what cause problems, so only stick to eating meat and consuming animal products. All 3 of these are diets that give you big promises that they often don't fulfill, because you can follow these diets for the short term. But once life throws a curveball your way, a work party, going out to eat, or literally anything that is not on your plan, you're kind of screwed. You're going to end up violating your plan, and then you're going to feel guilty because of it, and that guilt usually leads to more stress, which we cope with more food. So did that diet help? Even if you lost a little bit of weight before your binge session, did it really teach you anything? Did you really lose the weight, or did you just temporarily shed some water, and then once you started binging, you went right back to it? This will always happen no matter which of the restrictive diets you take on, because our bodies thrive on balance. They need protein, carbs, and fats in a rational amount, and you cannot just eliminate one of those groups or only eat one of those groups and think things are going to be okay. So look out for diets that have you eliminating entire food groups, because that's never going to work over the long term, so don't even bother. The second red flag you need to look out for is before you lock in on a diet, ask yourself and be honest, can you really follow this diet when you travel? Or when you have to work late? Or how are you going to balance this diet out with being a parent who has to feed kids? These are all legit questions that you need to be able to answer. Just because a good-looking influencer tells you all about drinking celery juice to start the day and eating the same brown rice, chicken, and broccoli 5 times a day doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You might not have the same time that they have. They might have a personal chef, or they might not work the same amount of hours as you. They basically don't have the life that you do, where you have to balance out all these other things on top of your diet. And let's just say you commit to the diet, but something comes up. Now you have to violate your diet. And we all know that once you violate that super strict diet once, it's not going to be a single hit of that. You're going to do it again and again, and now you've completely fallen off and you feel worse than when you started the diet. So don't send yourself down the pit of failure. When you see a diet that promises you big results, provided you follow it perfectly, you never violate it, you never deviate from it, that is a diet that is set up for you to fail, so don't even bother trying it. The last red flag to look for is choosing a diet that messes with your mindset around food, because this is a very common issue that many people don't realize until it is explained to them, as I'm about to explain to you. Food is just a source of fuel. It is not a measurement of your self-worth. It is not an indicator of your morality, and it is not a way to determine if you are being good or bad. It is literally just fuel. I will often hear clients come in and they'll be upset, and I'm like, what's going on?
I was bad today. I had a donut.
Did you kill or hurt somebody to get the donut?
No, it was just in the break room and I ate it.
Okay, well, that's not the worst thing you could do. Yeah, there's a consequence to it, but let's avoid using good or bad, kind of shaming ourselves around a food decision. Let's understand the consequence behind that food decision. Or they'll come in and they'll say the opposite.
Hey, it's been a great week. I've been so good I deserve a cheat day.
Nah, bro, you do not. You are creating a routine where you're just being good for the week so you can do whatever the hell you want on the weekend. And whether you are shaming yourself for one poor food decision or you are accumulating good food decisions so you can justify making crappy ones for several days on end, both of those are poor mindsets around food. And I'm not going to tell you you need different food rules. No, that's not going to help. It's just going to set you further back. What you do need, though, are better skills around food so you can continue to see it as a source of fuel and not a source of morality, guilt, shame, self-worth, or anything else other than just fuel. By now, you're probably thinking, okay, you've pretty much canceled out all the good diets. What the hell's left? What are we supposed to do? I'll tell you exactly what to do, but it has nothing to do with a trendy, extreme, or flashy diet. It's just an effective and simple strategy that will work and stands the test of time. We start off with protein on our plate. We need at least a palm-sized serving of it. A palm and a half goes well for some of us that have bigger appetites. And we all know protein: chicken, Greek yogurt, eggs, lean beef, fish. Those are just a few examples. There's a ton more, and make sure you start off with that at every meal. The next thing you need to be eating is fiber. That's your vegetables, your fruits, your beans, and your whole grains. Any combination of those four categories on half of your plate, you are good, because all of them will help you stay feeling full. They digest slowly, and they tend to be lower in calories. Beyond what you put into your body with food, you need to be drinking mostly water. You also need to be getting active, not by just working out, but by literally walking. About an hour or more of walking each day will help you stay more active and help you lose weight over the long term. And lastly, y'all need to get better at sleeping and waking up at the same time every day, including weekends and holidays. Staying up super late and trying to sleep in and make up for it does not work. And the more sleep deprived you are, the less control you're going to have over your hunger, your appetite, and your food choices. So make sure you prioritize sleep. You do not, and I repeat, you do not need to cut out entire food groups like carbs or plants or animals. Don't even bother with that. You do need to watch your portions, but eliminating complete groups, that's stupid. And you also can chill on it a little bit. You don't need to track your food like you're some kind of meticulous monk, and you also don't need to avoid any fun foods like you're someone who can't be trusted. You just need to pick and choose your battles. When the weekend comes, you can have some fun foods, not all the fun foods. Pick one or two things and that's it. You can't have drinks, burgers, fries, desserts, and everything and expect to be on track. Just pick one of those things, savor the hell out of it, and get your ass back on track with the things that I just covered on how to eat healthy. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a restrictive plan. You just need one that has balance and has consistency. And everything I said will work you. I guarantee it. And if you want help with this simple and sustainable system, join my Inner Circle online community where I'm teaching busy adults just like you how to eat healthy, how to move better, and most importantly, how to stop all the yo-yo dieting. The link to join is both in the video and channel description, and right now, your lifetime membership is free. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end of the video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the new videos I put out. And in just a moment, you're going to see a preview for another video from my channel that I promise you is going to teach you even more health education so you can eat healthy, get stronger, and stop the yo-yo dieting BS. Peace! Till the next one.